Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm 𝒂𝒏💄💂 and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story.
You look good from this side. Oh, I like it.
Thanks, buddy.
You should do this for the shoots.
I should.
Yeah.
You like the background? Does it look good?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's
thank
really
you. You look good too. Miss Drama Queen.
That's all right, I didn't try.
Yes.
Oh man. Anyways,
Too real.
RPG MRE for this episode is we need some music. Kombucha.
Get the boot.
Do it, Ryan.
Gummy bears.
Quick macros.
Decent amount of sugar, but it's mostly from, I believe, the fertilization process.
Of sugar.
It's not added sugar. It's included sugars.
The what process?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say it's not added sugars? It's included sugars?
Wait, did you just
Yes.
call it the fertilization
Yeah,
process?
that's not what I meant.
Fermentation.
Fermentation, thank you. We were
Yes.
talking about babies. We were literally just talking about babies and
I
pregnancy.
do not want unfertilized tea.
Don't drink fertilized kombucha. It's not kombucha.
It's not kombucha.
Please.
Kombucha
Go
is
far away.
extra.
Call the police.
I don't know. The organic portion of it is referred to as the mother.
That's true.
So
And I
maybe,
hate that they call it that. I absolutely hate that they call it that.
clearly once it has been fertilized. I mean, it's just the way that it goes. It's
I guess
very natural.
I guess, yeah. Okay.
You have
This is why I drink
2
coffee.
plus kids.
Yeah. How fertilized is the coffee?
It's fully fertilized, technically.
So fertilized.
Adam, comment below. When Adam was out, we were talking all about the mother and stuff.
If you get that like civet poop coffee, it's extra fertilized.
Oh yes.
I was trying to say every time with Zzeka the hair right now. It's like every time everything he says to me is slightly mischievous or evil, even if it's not. It's only one eye. I love it. Oh my gosh, it makes me think of me and Janae.
now.
What episode is this gonna be?
Zechariah needs a legend.
Guys, do you know this is episode 140?
Whoa!
It's true.
Oh man.
This is session
140, ladies and gentlemen.
session 39.
And it is the most fertilized episode.
Oh, we're doing that. Wait. You realize I'm implanting into your mind.
Wow. Whoa. Let's dive into the most
I hate
fertilized
it.
episode of BombSquad.
Oh yeah.
We dive back in.
Into Brick's
Morgan
head.
Freeman.
That was
Anyway.
me getting dove into.
It used to be like this, like you just fall back and then all of a sudden just splash of water and now you're underwater. And,
Yeah.
And then you're just in the deep dark
I'm gonna switch
depths,
this
and
up.
all of a sudden you're in the sea of stars and you're just there and Aurora's there and she's got her sword
Poking at you,
Just
seeing
ready.
if you're dead.
ready to bring you home in case
All
this
right.
doesn't work.
So. Sorry, the girl PCs threw something at me too, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
decide how we
The girl PCs.
Aurora and PimPam.
Oh.
I'm just deciding where we start.
I've had enough of the boys staring into each other's eyes this deeply. Like, let's go peace out.
You wanted coffee?
Yeah, let's go get coffee.
I can do that.
All right, so we're gonna like
We're gonna make you wait
spring
longer.
off.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're making them wait longer for the dice roll. Austin's leaving. I gotta get.
So you grew up here and
I don't want
everything.
to miss
It's
anything
like
because then I have to ask for notes, so I'm coming back just so I can take notes. Okay, continue with your girls' date.
just hanging out here.
But emotionally,
day
he's
in, day
left.
out
Emotionally,
at college. Like, what did you do?
Yeah.
You have to drink your coffee.
Yeah, we find ourselves in the kitchen drinking coffee.
So I'm gonna get the kettle on. I'm gonna get everything started.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm still learning this.
Yeah, I guess. Well, when you're one of the families, you go to school pretty early. So I went when I was 6 to university.
Is that a normal time for children?
No.
To, oh, okay.
No, I don't think so. I think they really want you to know everything and know it well. Mostly the dancing and the I don't even remember the name of the class where you learn pleasantries and curtsying and all that kind of stuff. Etiquette. I knew that. I
that was
failed it.
Tom walking by. Tom's walking by.
Yes.
Etiquette. Because the whole time you guys are doing this, there's just like kids running around and there's a lot of noise and atmosphere.
I would not have passed etiquette if it weren't for my friend. So.
At least the dancing sounds like it's a bit of an adventure.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I try. Comparatively.
Really?
Well, when I was Ingrid, I felt like I could be someone else. I felt a little bit more confident, I guess.
So you learned dancing as Ingrid, but not as Aurora.
No, I learned it as Aurora.
Show me.
A salsa?
What's that?
Okay.
Are we gonna roll for dance?
Yes, we're rolling for dance.
I want to see this in person. Up there. You can.
I mean, here's the thing. Kristen did take salsa.
I'm gonna lead. I did.
But also, we totally rolled for dance in session 0.
We did. And it was etiquette. I failed though still. I really did.
That's fantastic.
Agility?
Yeah, so PimPam's gonna I guess just grab Aurora's hand and then like on the tables or on the floors or
Oh no, on the floor.
PimPam just jumps up onto her chair. Yes, dancing is a full room event.
No, and she is going to take PimPam. She is going to lead, so she's going to take you by the waist, grab your one hand, and be ready to start to do the salsa.
All right. So you
Can I roll
and
what the
then based
necromancers
on
are doing at this point in time?
They are also salsa.
I just had this vision of all them doing let's see what our enemies are doing right now. And I'm looking into the mind of someone on a couch and they're salsa dancing on top of chairs. And they're simply going, we are so winning this.
okay,
It's our
so
musical
And you
episode.
see, and then they just see visions of Iliad just lightning pants.
And the face.
so if you roll first,
Okay.
then based on a DC, PimPam gets advantage or disadvantage because
Right,
Aurora's
how
leading.
well she's doing. I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
Okay. Go. Ha! 7.
For real? An agility? Oh, yeah. Aurora doesn't have-
Aurora's not that great at agility.
You do have advantage because you know how to dance, so.
Same thing.
7?
I rolled a 2 on the big die.
2 on the big die, so the other one's not going to help much.
Okay. Well, yeah, disadvantage 2. Because PimPam has 1 disadvantage from just not knowing. So.
Okay.
But
In the
PimPam has
thing.
Oh yes. But the thing is,
Good call.
I have good.
This is almost bad.
you have good boots.
Okay, it could have been good. Okay, so setting the good ones aside, I still have a 21.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right.
With 2 disadvantage. So,
You're a good bad teacher.
Yeah.
well, PimPam doesn't know nor care about the difference. So as long as Aurora looks like she's having fun,
Yep.
PimPam's just gonna put more into it. So it's maybe not the greatest that it can be for dancing.
I'm gonna
but she's gonna
say-
just do more swinging hands.
It's going to
and-
become a bachata.
a what?
A bachata, which is kind of like salsa, but
I've
it's
eaten
a
one of
little bit
those.
more swingy and a little bit more
Bachacha.
loose.
I like it.
What?
A bachacha. That's what she said.
Bachata.
Can I throw something in story wise for Aurora too? Is the thing of like you're leading and you're not used to ever leading.
Yes.
Because Tatiana would always lead for you to teach you, and there's this flashback, like you're like, and the socially awkward of like you guys are
Yes.
saying like, oh wait, no wait, you do what I'm doing actually, and then okay, we'll do that, like, and then you kind of just get into it, and you start. There's this mashup of memories with Tatiana.
And that was the friend that you were mentioning, right?
Tatiana, yeah. She's a
Tatiana's
dwarf
really
too, so she was also.
Yeah, she would have been
Smaller.
about PimPam's height
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, as a dwarf.
So it's kind of
Okay.
funny.
So there's definitely this.
So it becomes like more of this looser dance, but it's still like really good.
All right, yeah. So we'll be boogieing in the kitchen. I think at some point PimPam will probably still jump up on the table and do like some improv bit and then come back down and
That's awesome.
and carry on and try and mimic what Aurora is doing and put some flair into it. But just like the whole time, just beaming smiles like, yes, this is great. Like, I don't think I haven't done anything like PimPam would have not done anything like this for a year. And before that,
and are going to mimic them.
she was, just teeny little kid. Like, this is like first experience.
So about a third.
Yes, and then if anyone walks, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that PimPam would give a flying flip.
I think the dance comes to an end, and then you can notice.
And then you hear
there's about-
children clapping.
Yeah, all the kids are clapping.
Yes.
And
Okay.
actually, Tom is standing in the background. I think in the back watching, and there's like tears in his eyes.
Well,
Because I think Aurora and PimPam were both laughing, I assume.
oh yeah.
Parts of it, like laughing at themselves and.
You're natural.
Whatever, that's just great. Like, when we're out off of adventures and things, we should do more of this. Like, and then seeing the crowd, like, what? I think like PimPam will probably like just grab like a knife off the table, just kind of like tuck it away, just to have one like a thing or whatever. Like, is there any place off limits here?
Oh, well. That would be grandmother's room.
All right, you showed me a thing. I want to show you a thing.
Oh, no.
Legend point. That's the second oh no that she has done with PimPam in the past 10 minutes. Oh no, we don't dance like that. Where can we not go that we can go? Oh no.
PimPam's gonna grab Aurora's hand and be like, "My turn to lead," and is going to like head off to. She does not know where Grandma's room is, but she maybe has a knack for sensing it out.
I love that. I think we should cut back to the boys
Okay.
as you
Okay.
guys are running off, and we'll come back to see what happens. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, Quinn and Brick are also holding hands. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe.
I can just see Brick, don't touch me.
And at the same time as he's saying that, Archelon's saying inside you, don't touch him.
Don't touch me. Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Don't.
At the same time, Ajax just being like, I don't really know how you could touch me, but I somehow in this strange world feel that it's a possibility. He might somehow find a way to touch me. But it's our duty to press on, if I may.
Get it? Press on? Okay, we're good.
All right. Quinn,
Yeah.
what did you roll for Mind Dredge?
59.
59. So Ryan and I went out and chatted
For a while.
for a while. Not long enough.
No.
Naturally. I mean, I was fine, but we'll see. Okay, so let's change up the mood. BT Dubs, tabletop audio shout out. Let's get something. I like this one. Too loud. Okay. What does Quinn do to start? Like after there's a little goof with the touching, and then
Archelon is not there in sword form. You start to see there's just kind of this hum glow that starts to happen with the crystal, and it just starts to ebb and flow a little bit. And there's this note that just kind of starts to come away from it, like if someone's playing like the glasses and someone starts to do this, right? And you start to get the song and the note, and the note kind of crescendos a little bit, and it's all of a sudden that ebbing and flowing of the crystal, it stops ebbing and flowing, and it starts to grow just in a brighter, gets brighter and brighter and brighter along with the sound, that note. It's not a sound, it's a note, it's a song, right? And all of a sudden you hear a woman's voice. You hear these little whispers. You don't understand what it's saying. You don't understand what she's talking. You don't understand the language that she's talking, but you just hear this beautiful sound, this beautiful woman's voice. And Quinn closes his eyes, and he doesn't touch you, but he puts his hand right over your head and just hovering above it, and he just stays there, and he focuses, and you just hear this song, and her voice turns from talking and whispering to singing, and you feel very peaceful. Whatever you were fearing, whatever you were thinking about, whatever tightness in your muscles that you could feel, you just start to ease it out, and you visibly just start to relax, laying down on this couch, this cot, whatever it is. Until the song just turns into soft colors. You find your eyes closing. It's never darkness, but it's just soft colors until it goes. And at this point, that's what it does. That's what it happens. But you continue to hear the song, but the song turns into the memory. The woman's voice turns into whatever you were seeing. And so I don't know, from this point, this is on you guys. Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, and I don't know if this is what you guys were talking about, the last memory was when Ajax was created.
So we're not going to get there yet.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
I think that was the second to last one.
Maybe
there was one after.
Okay.
The last. No, it was the Bones.
Was it?
Dr. Bernard, military. She was a military guard. You said
That's
you gave her
right.
a temporary badge.
It was the second to last that was Ajax being born.
Yeah.
And then it was the last one that happened
No, but
was...
he awakens there.
In the recordings that I have, that you had posted that we listened to, the very last thing that we listened to that was on the episode was B,
Mm-hmm.
right? Being snuck in, being super upset,
Yes.
talking to Samantha,
Yeah.
and then Samantha and Brick talking about how nothing's working and she's here. You guys talk science. I'm just going to be over here, and if
Right.
you're good. And then Ajax comes on.
No. Mixing two memories
No?
together.
Yeah. There was two separate memories.
There's the memory of Brick and Sam together.
Right.
And that's when Ajax wakes up. And they have the conversation about the general being their father.
Boy, I don't remember.
That's when Ajax comes online.
That was the second to last?
That was the second to last. And then the very last, so this would be 2 episodes back for you guys who are watching. Forgive us because we're 4 months away from it.
Yeah.
But the very last memory is B showing up. And the last thing you hear is that Brick has snuck her in. And he's like, you talk science, I'm going to deal with this.
And
if
that was
anyone
it.
if anyone asks, it's their problem, not mine. And that's when it ended. That's the one he got as he walked down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I am. Yeah.
So those are
I'm joining
2.
them. Yeah.
The Ajax waking up, that was Brick's time skip, which was like
Right.
even further ago.
I know, we kind of powerhouse listening.
Yeah.
to all
Okay.
these
So-
at a time. But anyways.
So what
So
then
as
happens?
the singing comes to an end, all of this is you guys getting into this moment and finding yourselves there. Quinn, you get the sensation everything is black and it's warm and safe. And you hear these sounds of just kind of like as if you're underwater and you're hearing sounds through it, and just these moving motion sounds. And then you hear this gentle boom, 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 boom. And you realize you're in the womb. You're in a womb. And there's nothing. There's this briefest moment where you actually have to focus to remember that you're Quinn. And you latch on to these memories you've just gained being with your mother from grandfather. And there's this weird pull of like, it keeps wanting to disappear, keeps wanting to fade away. And you just want to nestle into the emptiness and the dark warmth, the warm safety of just nothing. And as you're struggling with that pull and you grasp on to these memories of your mother and of Arkiro and all the things you've gained over this year, you realize what you're feeling is what Brick is feeling. The emptiness. It's comfortable. It's safe. And then all of a sudden you feel pressure on you and this pushing. And there's almost like this pain as it feels like something's trying to push you out of the emptiness and the warmth. And you get the flash and you see the memory of B and Brick meeting each other and talking in that classroom. And you feel yourself, it's almost as if you're explaining, you know it's Brick. You almost feel like you're flashing between you being Brick and you being you, and you're pushing away from it, and you kind of nestle back up into the emptiness, and you just want to stay there. And just hear again, nothing but the boom, 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 boom. And then another tightness and a pushing and a forcing out, and all of a sudden you can see the wedding, Sam's wedding. This one hurts. There's a pain and it's pushing you out, and you just feel 2 hands slam down and push back, and there's kicking, and you hear yourself screaming out as you push away from it. A contraction again, and it's pushing you, trying to push you out. You see the memory of Ajax being born, and there's a moment where it pauses there, and it just settles on that moment. The first time Ajax spoke. And then you push back. You squirm back into the emptiness. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. What was the feeling that he felt when Ajax was born?
That who felt?
You. I'm feeling your feelings. Sam's wedding hurt. You're feeling immense pain, and all of a sudden it's coming back, and then I'm back where Ajax is born. I didn't... What's your feeling there?
I don't know, can I say that like you are feeling feelings from someone that's not Brick.
I'm feeling feelings from someone who's not.
So you are feeling that memory gives you
Okay.
yeah, it's not.
It's not Brick.
There was no strong emotion from Brick there, but there is
Okay.
a strong emotion from someone else.
Nice.
Okay. What was that strong emotion?
A mix of shock, awe, and confusion.
Okay. What about the first time that Ajax spoke?
That whole
Oh, that's the whole thing.
that's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Ajax waking up, Ajax being born.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Are you good?
Yep.
Same thing again. You're pulled back into that warmth. Pushed again. You get the memory. The last one we saw. Brick bringing B into the bones. Meeting Sam. Every time the pushing back in gets harder. And it feels like every muscle is cramping and tightening, but just keeps pushing back. And once you get back in there, you can relax again. And you feel him just sitting in the quiet. Boom, 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 boom. Safe. Safe. And then at the edge, I think Quinn perhaps more hears. It's almost, you think you hear the mother's voice saying, not safe. Never safe. And as you feel
About being in the.
in the emptiness,
Okay.
you feel, even at that, you can feel Brick pushing against that and trying to nestle in and pushing away and pushing away and pushing away until you suddenly feel yourself starting to rush and flying backwards. And all of a sudden, you get this deja vu of the vision you had. And you feel yourself being flown high, high up, going into the void. You feel this wind rushing from behind you as if it's pushing you, grabbing you, pulling you up farther and farther into the void, into the emptiness. And you get a chance in this moment. You see Brick being pulled away, being pulled into that. And you can see down below, for you in that vision, it was the scene of Anuen. But that kind of ripples away, and what Brick is looking at is this bridge. There's only pieces left. It's as if a bridge that was utterly destroyed, and these few solitary pieces of the bridge have been put back in place. And the rest are floating in the water, slowly sinking and falling away. You have a moment to talk with Brick.
This emptiness. Is this why you don't want to talk about it?
I think it's Brick would be. I imagine them at like one end of this destroyed bridge, and Brick is just staring out into the vastness ahead. And Quinn's next to him, but Brick isn't looking at him, and he just staring out, emotionless. This is who I am.
No. This can't be who you are. This is awful. It's not good to be alone. It feels... It's not even just being alone. It's being lonely. It's like being hurt by loneliness.
It's just brokenness. It's broken.
Well, it's a good thing that you have people who desire to heal that are surrounding you. It's not good to be broken. You're not good to yourself or anyone else that way. Brick, I'll help you. I'll help you find a way to fix all of this. He looks at the bridge, the broken bridge. Whatever this is. Brick, I dedicate my life to you. You need to be saved too.
As soon as you say that, and Brick is experiencing this too. As soon as you say that, Quinn, you get a deja vu flash of seeing that ethereal body stretched across the expanse and just floating there. And you almost see it overlaid over the bridge, setting down as if it connects all the pieces together.
Any ethereal body?
No, it's that one in the vision when you were pulled up and you
yes.
saw the vision of that form, that humanoid form.
Yep.
in the void.
Yep.
And Brick, you get a flash looking through that window. You know what you see. Saved. Safe. Saved. Quinn, you get a sense that I think you hear the mother saying to you, and this is something she maybe said in teaching you and training you in those years. We need to be broken so that we can rebuild anew.
Can I say that to him?
Yeah, sure.
Brick, we need to be broken sometimes in order that we might be put back together, so that we may be saved. And that brokenness and what we become after it is better than when we started. We become much harder to break the next time.
Quinn, sometimes things are broken for a reason.
Oh, aye.
Sometimes they're supposed to be broken because they're better off that way.
that doesn't mean that they have to stay broken. And it could look a lot different than you think, being put back together. 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒂 died, but he lives still. He died for a purpose. He was broken for a purpose. And yet, what he has become is more powerful and greater than he was ever, as any of the Archeros. Brick, this could be you too. We just don't know what that looks like yet. But I'm willing to find out if you are.
Can Brick can he like look for a piece of the debris to pick up?
Yeah, sure.
So he'll pick up a piece and he'll just kind of study it and sit down and stare at, kind of dangle his legs off of the broken beginning of the bridge and study the edge of it. Tilt his head a little bit. And then line up the piece of the debris in a spot where he thinks it might go.
Point of clarification. Where you think it used to belong precisely, or where you think it might best fit now?
Where it originally came from.
Okay.
And I think that's when
Yep.
it'll trigger.
As
Roll the tape.
sets the piece in place, there's a rumbling. And Quinn, you're suddenly, for a brief moment, ripped away. You feel that rushing wind again. You see the vision of that body spread across the void, those invisible handprints clawing across it, going to swallow you, and rushing towards Brick. And as he sets it in place, you and Brick and Ajax get a memory back.
Number 6.
Number 6.
That's sick.
Give me just a moment. Because it auto-plays when I double-click. Pause. Volume. Okay, there we go. You poop. This trackpad is way too sensitive. Okay, sorry guys. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Volume up a bit, good bit. Because Dan puts this back in later, better. But you guys gotta enjoy it.
Okay, bought us some time. Sam, did you get me up to speed?
Somewhat.
This is incredible. Commander, this could revolutionize computing as we know it. Revolutionize everything. Samantha, You've done something incredible here. This is the computational equivalent to the first warp engine.
Well, I wasn't alone.
And we aren't there yet. Sam, can you show her the latest build?
Opening now. So like I mentioned, Doctor, when we first loaded the map, everything looked perfect. He was everything we wanted. Interactive, personable.
Was the degradation immediate?
No. It took a couple of days for it to be severe, but now he's this.
Alpha Duke Echo version 10 online. Awaiting query.
Ajax, can you tell me the last digit of pi?
Thread process successfully created. Running query. Running query. Running query.
Ajax cancel.
Running query.
Exit.
Running query.
Ajax stop.
Running query. Running query.
At this point, he'll either run out of memory or need to be force crashed.
So he's lost all decision-making ability.
Or the decision tree is corrupted, only producing a single value for all inputs. The entire purpose of Ajax is to have human creativity and problem-solving ability navigating immense computational problems. But now we're back to a basic deterministic simulation.
So can you fix it?
Yes. Let me just wave my magic wand without even finding the problem.
Isn't that how it works?
Show me the blueprint again. The neural process may be a black box, but if the data isn't the problem, perhaps the physicality is.
Here it is. We chose this unit design to be as close to the biological data flow as possible. All of our tests were promising up until this issue.
What if... You chose a centralized architecture.
Yes. All data passes through the unit and is assigned by appropriate drivers.
What if we take the inverse approach? A distributed architecture.
Well, the issue would be maximum cycles. A distributed node wouldn't have the processing power to run a cognitive driver without significant delay.
Then we remove the driver.
But how would the system know how to render the information?
We change the entire paradigm. We abandon rendering in favor of streaming.
The amount of data would be...
Your system proves that the subphysics of cognition is mappable to emergent structures, but you're accomplishing it through software. Software is for computation, not thought. We should be using hardware.
So each node would be physically constructed based on the software driver's output from the tests. Energy and data flow would be natural if placed in the proper locations.
Exactly. If we want to build a mind, we need to let it think, rather than tell it how.
But this would all be dependent on a constant cognition source, not a pre-rendered training map.
Agreed. We can't use a copy and mirror approach anymore, which means that at least part of the system needs to be a permanent passenger.
So we make a mesh of distributed nodes that physically install in the brain tissue, neuron to neuron.
And then the network has access to live cognition, piggybacking on thought itself. We'll need some experimental expertise. This is getting out of my wheelhouse.
I'll get us a neurosurgeon and our best cyber bioengineers. We could still use part of the old design. A hub node would need to be installed near the brainstem as basic power supply and local storage.
Can we help you?
Just so I'm clear, are you talking about cutting my head open and sticking a computer in it?
Don't be dramatic. It could all be done with a minor incision, maybe a small opening in the skull to insert the mesh.
Oh, good. As long as it's only that.
Your average cybernetic implant is more invasive than this. There'd be no tissue destruction. It'd just be a glorified helmet for your brain.
Commander, we'll make sure it's safe. Stop worrying.
Is this because you're mad at me?
Commander, you told me this was important. I'm beginning to agree with you. So please, I need you to trust me.
All right. Mess me up, Doc.
You guys both come out of the memory right then.
Like in real life?
Yeah,
Like-
you're in the room, sitting. Brick's laying there. You both.
And Ajax.
Ajax
comes out of that too.
Ajax inhales.
Hello, my name is Quinn Langenson, son of the...
Legend play.
PimPam's not there to see it.
It's just...
I mean, for Quinn, he literally saw the bones
Yeah.
of Jadar, and like nothing. I don't know if there is an analogy I could describe for it. Nothing looks like what.
No, but it's his memory now.
Yep.
It's Quinn's memory now.
For a moment, you guys just sit there.
Brick is going to jolt up and sit up. Ajax. The copy
My theory's been confirmed. We know why it... Commander, we know why it degraded.
Because it's not with me.
Who am I, Commander? This has been another fantastical episode of BombSquad, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. If you are listening to us on podcasts, do give us a review because it helps spread the word. And if you want to further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios, you can join our locals or Patreon community. Doing so will not only help us continue to create high-quality content, but you will also gain access to our exclusive Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern is our live streaming. And don't forget to check the links in our description below for the music, sound, and ambience that we use. And thank you so much for joining the adventure. We will see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye.